I'm Marcellus Wiley. He's Emmanuel Acho, and we are together. So let's get right to our top story. Well, the Lakers are currently the 9th seed in the West, and there has been tension building all week with LeBron James and the team. Reports say LeBron's camp is frustrated, irritated with management for staying pat during the trade deadline. According to The Athletic, LeBron and the Lakers could be heading for a divorce. Acho, has the LeBron Lakers era been a success?
It has been a success, Sel. What I realized, though, is LeBron James is a prisoner of his own success.
Ooh, yes.
LeBron James' career in L.A., here's why it's been a success. He won a title. Even if he doesn't win a title this year, that is one championship in 4 years. Now, keep in mind, LeBron James has 4 championships total in his 19-year career. That is roughly one championship every 4.3 years.
4.3?
So LeBron James winning a chip in 4 years is on pace. Actually, it's a better pace than the entirety of LeBron James' top 2, top 3 all-time career. Yes, it has been a success. The problem, again, is we're prisoners of the moment, and LeBron the prisoner of his own success.
Yeah.
The moment is, man, the Lakers are bad.
Yeah.
Lakers are playing team at best. The moment is, LeBron James, how did you orchestrate a roster that can't even be top 5, top 8 in the West? The moment is atrocious. The moment is rumors that LeBron James might be traded at the end of the season from L.A., even though he has 1 year left. The moment is very convoluted and complicated, but the entirety says, if you go to another city, win a chip, go to another organization, win a chip, you go bring an organization that had been in sheer and utter turmoil for the previous 8 seasons, you bring them a championship within 2 years of your arrival, nothing else truly matters. Incredible success.
Yes, incredible success. And we can't overstate how incredible his success has been. Let me give it to you a different way. LeBron James got a ring, and you said that and you moved on to some deeper, further points. I want to stay on that point.
Please do.
Because in the last 4 years, I want to just echo out the names of those who have won a ring. His name is Kevin Durant, best player in the league. His name is Kawhi Leonard, best player on my team when he's playing. His name is Giannis. You say his last name because that's your favorite player. And we just said LeBron James. That's it. LeBron James' old ass is keeping up with them young studs, and that's what he's done for the Los Angeles Lakers. So a lot of times when you're trying to determine someone's greatness, and once you get into a relationship, you'll understand this dynamic. When you're in a relationship, there are moments, contentious moments, really. Like, I would say 10% of a relationship is just working out the issues, right? Whether it's an argument, whether it's a difference of opinion, or it's just like, I don't want to do this, but okay, I will. And in those moments, you have to have this mindset, this equation run through your head. I wonder if my significant other knows how great I am. So you always start to contemplate, well, how great would it be without me? Okay. Now, that usually goes to this. It will be pretty bad. Let's look at the Los Angeles Lakers without LeBron James. Let's look at the Los Angeles Lakers before LeBron James. To show how great LeBron is, we're going to show how bad it was before LeBron got here. That's what I told Anna Marie last night. Here we go. Lakers failed to win more than 35 games in the 5 seasons prior to LeBron's arrival. That's right, Anna Marie. How was your ex? Not me. Here we go. 5 seasons prior to LeBron James. I wonder what team had the worst record in the NBA. Can't shoot at the Clippers. The Los Angeles Lakers were the worst team in the entire NBA before Bron showed up. Now, let's not just talk about how productive he's been on the court. Let's not just talk about the championship he put in the rafters. Let's talk about what I like the most, that money. He affected the box office. He affected the economy. Ticket sales and prices went up 400+%. 400+%. Do not let that go by you easily. They said that the LeBron James effect, not only we saw it in Cleveland and how when he left, oh my God, things went to despair, but the boost, and this is not a normal boost. This is the Los Angeles Lakers, the greatest brand in basketball already, taking a huge hit in terms of the win-loss column, now taking a huge bump and boost because LeBron James decided to bring his services to Los Angeles. Huge success. Huge amounts of success on and off the court.
Here's the point I love the most, Sel, is this.
What?
To anybody who would say it's not a success, then you have to ask yourself why, right? Because LeBron James, who is he in competition with to be the greatest of all time?
Michael Jordan.
LeBron James in competition with Michael Jordan. So if you want to say that LeBron James' tenure in LA is a failure, I would say consider this. What was Michael Jordan doing at this age of his basketball career?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
He was retired. So LeBron James, while Michael Jordan was retired at this age, LeBron James was out here winning chips. Now, again, we all know the quotes. The only true failure would be to not explore at all. Defeat is not the worst of failures. Not to have tried is the true failure. It's better to have tried and failed than never to have tried at all. LeBron James, even though he's only gotten one chip in LA, he's still acquiring chips at an age in which the greatest of all time just said, you know what, I'm done. Now, he didn't just say I'm done because he came back to play for the Wizards. So in my mind, I'm not saying and looking at this LeBron James tenure in LA as a failure because everything in life is a relative experience.
Okay.
So what is a relative experience? Relative to the greatest basketball player who has ever played the game in Michael Jordan, LeBron James was winning chips while Michael Jordan was retired from the game of basketball. So if you want to look at Michael Jordan compared to the greatest who has ever done it, then LeBron James is still outdoing the greatest who has ever done it at this age. So while LeBron is losing, I'm not going to look at LeBron and say, man, you lost. I'm going to look at LeBron and say, man, you tried and you even won in the midst of your trial. I'll look at it again, Sal. I remember the SAT. When I was taking the SAT.
What'd you get?
It was, I don't even remember. I
hate when they don't remember. They remember a lot before that, but they don't remember the SAT score. 3 digits. You didn't get 4.
I think I got an 1180.
Oh, now you remember. That was fast.
I think I got an 1180.
You ain't got a lot. Look, I will look it up, and you bet. I can. I know people.
Look, when I was taking the SAT, you got punished more for answering a question incorrectly than not answering a question at all. It was the most backwards logic ever.
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't answer, you'll get less of a punishment than if you answer and if you answer wrong. Since then, they have updated that methodology. In the same breath, I'm not going to punish LeBron James for doing what even the greatest of all time opted not to do, and LeBron James still won in the midst of it.
Great point. Business, brand, box office, ball, all a success by LeBron James. No other way to look at it. Now, I'm not going to come up here and do kumbaya. I can't do it because I know there is a chorus of people out there saying this hasn't been a success. And they have a valid point because they're using this, I think, as their comp. Well, LeBron James, when he went to Miami in 4 years, won 2 championships, and that was an underachievement, right? Now, he didn't have the same collection of players there as here. He had much greater there than he does here. But how much greater? Anthony Davis, nothing to sneeze at compared to a Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, then obviously you don't have a conversation. But 4, you won 2. Here for 4, you look like you only gonna get 1. All right. That's an underachievement by LeBron James. But I remind you guys that when you got caught up between, okay, I love Kobe so much. This is LA, I'm from here. I love Kobe so much, hate you, LeBron, never want LeBron. Then they went through that dark era, those 5 years. Then all of a sudden you started to see it change, a sea of sentiment changed. LeBron wouldn't be half bad. Then all of a sudden it went to begging LeBron James to come here. LeBron James arrives. But LeBron James told you that he was landing with a different mindset than he did in Miami. He said, this is more than basketball in terms of my decision. More than basketball. It was a family decision. It was a business decision. LeBron James didn't come here with the same level of intent. Whatever that eye of the tiger he had in Miami, it was a different eye, a different lens when he landed in Los Angeles. So if you're going to properly grade him, you got to also properly understand what he came here to do. And what he did was help the brand, which was starting to lose its luster. He helped the economy, and he helped this team win another championship. When I remind you, they had the worst record in the NBA. They went from rags to riches like that. So everything he's done has been a success. But for those out there who are still naysayers, I hear a little of their point.
I hear more than a little of it.
You do?
I hear more than a little of it.
Oh, let's go.
I'm just on Team LeBron, so I've got my ear, I hear it, but I got my ears clogged. I'm trying to. If you are looking at LeBron James, you got to look at it like this. If you are the greatest basketball player to have ever played the game, then I need you to come to LA and not suck, at least. And remember, the year before he won the chip, they didn't make the playoffs.
He got hurt.
Sure. What they got to do with anything?
What do you mean he got hurt? I'm not there.
Before he won the chip, they didn't make the playoffs. Then you come back, you win the chip. Then the next year after, you get eliminated in the first round. Then this year, you're a play-in team. So
Anthony Davis got hurt. I hear